Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. In this video, we will be discussing about the doubts of students who are coming to Windsor University, and our guest speaker will be Rohan Banerjee, who have recently graduated from University of Windsor and is working in core logic right now. How to choose the courses is about you can most probably ask the program advisor and also about the seniors. And there's one more website, Rate My Professor, on which you can find the professor's rating and you can choose accordingly. So the website name is ratemyprofessor.com. You can choose your university and then choose a professor. And according to that, also you can take some references.
Uh,
So about part-time jobs. So you can just tell us how is the scenario of part-time jobs in Windsor University and how can people get it easily? How do they need to search them?
so for part-time jobs, actually, I would say it was much easier before, but now it's a little hard, I would say. But if you have good references and if you know to apply at the right places, you can get it too. So, and I would say Windsor is a pretty cheap place to live. So if you don't get a part-time also, it's okay. So many of my juniors ask me like, are there any technical part-times? So I would say it's next to impossible. But if you have good references, again, you might end up in technical part-time jobs. But mostly my friends and I also used to work in places like Tim Hortons or MacD. So these are the places where most of the Indian students work, or Walmart. So yeah, these are the places, and you have good bus services throughout the city where you can travel and you can work. But it'll be very easy if you get some licenses. So if you're planning to work in a food joint, so if you get, I don't know what's that license is called, self-serve, or many people do a security guard part-time. So there's one more license for a security guard role as well. So if you get those, you'll get part-time roles easier comparatively. But yeah, like you can try getting, like, I have many friends who have got jobs without licenses as well. But yeah, like I would say most of the population in Windsor right now are students. So it might take around 1 month or 1.5 months for you to find a good part-time. And like if you're open to lifting weights or cooking food, like I have many friends who are like veg and they work in non-veg restaurants. So like you need to be a little adaptive, I would say. And yeah, you might find good part-times. And references helps a lot actually, because like if you have good connections, I would say ask your seniors, and you'll find good part-times. So there are like hotspots where you can like go and apply in a lot of places. There's Devonshire Mall. They hire a lot of Indian students. So A&W, then Tim Hortons, and most of the places you can apply online. But people prefer to go and drop in the CV like in an offline mode, because yeah, your chances increases.
So how was your experience? Basically, where, what are the all places where have you have worked and how did you got the jobs?
So I worked in Tim Hortons. So that's a coffee place like Starbucks only. So I guess someone's speaking. So
I will just mute them.
So yeah, I got it in, I came in October and I got it in December, because I was not actively looking for jobs as well. So I just applied online and I got in Tim Hortons, and I worked for I think so around 3 or 4 months, and that is it. Like I felt like I'm burdening too much, because I chose Windsor because I wanted a chill place to study and I didn't want too much burden on me. So yeah, like you really don't need a part-time here, but you can if you want to. So applying online helps, and if you have good references, like you have all the advantages.
Okay, I see. Because in Montreal we have a lot of plenty of jobs, but
Yeah.
coursework is too hectic.
Okay, but here the course is not like here the courses are pretty chill, and you know that what assignments you are going to get, and it is comparable with the seniors. So many people what they
Warning
do,
in progress.
so many people what they do is I can hear an echo.
I guess someone is on unmute. Yeah. Go ahead.
Yeah, so many people what they do is they get the work from seniors, and then they change, and then they upload the same thing. So I'm comparing it with Montreal. I guess you have 11 subjects, you said me the other day, right? So
Yes, we have 11 courses.
yeah, and here you just have 8 courses. Out of 8 also there's one course which is the Coop. So that's an internship where you're actually going to get paid. So you just do 7 courses, 7 credited courses. So yeah, you'll be pretty chill throughout. So if you want to work, you can. But if you wish, like if you want to like upskill yourself in that time and apply to jobs so that you can secure a better job, so you can do that as well.
Okay, so people will have a lot of doubt from this part-time job section. We will cover them just in a while. Let's see what is
Yeah,
left in
sure.
the slide. So let's scroll down. Okay, so now about the document work. So mainly I will be just compiling all the document process that you have to done after reaching Windsor on the website itself. But Rohan, you can just highlight like what are the documents they need. For example, just open this website. I just want to give a small overview for this.
I don't know.
Just click on this link. Yeah, link. Click on this link, the pop-up link.
I don't know. It's not like taking me to that. It's okay. I'll just.
Okay. And now you can just go to the information tab. So here you will see the document work, the second one, SIN, GIC, student ID, etc. So I think it should be same for Windsor as well. So how will you get the study permit? It's basically you will get it at the airport.
Yeah.
Now about the SIN, you can tell process for collecting SIN. Can you just verify and then you can tell your experience?
Yeah, so the first thing which you have to do after coming here is get a SIN number, because some of the mobile couriers require a SIN number. So like if you want to take a Virgin Plus, then you need a SIN number. I don't think so Fido requires it, but yeah, so for and your GIC also I think so requires an SIN number. So to get an SIN number, you can go to any Canada service
Canada centers.
Yeah. So there are many, I think so it's like near City Hall also, and you'll find 2 or 3 places. So Service Ontario you can go to, and like all the government related works are done there. So yeah, you'll get your SIN number like within 20-25 minutes, like if you go in an early morning. But before like the term starts, there are a lot of Indian students. So I would like recommend you to go early in the morning, like the day you land. Try going that day, or else you can go to on the next day as well. So, but try getting your SIN number as soon as you can, because that's one identity, a very important identity number. Like you require this for almost everything. And then, yeah, you can. I think so. Most of you guys would have used Scotiabank or this one CIBC for your GIC. So once you get your SIN number, you can go and so also you need your SIM, an active mobile number, before getting your GIC. So once you have both SIN and your mobile number, you can go and get your GIC activated. So I don't have an idea about Scotiabank, but so once you get like activate your GIC in CIBC, so you get $2,000 in the first go. Like as soon as it's get activated, you get $2,000, and after I guess 40, I don't remember the time. I think so it was 45 days. So you get the next $1,000, and like $1,000 come after every 45 days. So yeah, that's
just to clear, SIN number is a number document which helps you to work in Canada. So, yeah, you can carry on. And GIC is a bank account. You might be already aware.
Yeah.
ID, we can go ahead.
So, and for student ID, like who are coming in Windsor, so there's when the term starts, so there'll be the welcome boards where students can go and get their IDs. So you get free bus passes here as well. So all the students will get their IDs, bus passes, and a welcome kit. So you can collect all that in the university itself. So that shouldn't be a problem. I'm not sure about health insurance. So there's one insurance which is already covered like through the university. So I guess the ones in Windsor would have signed 2 things. One is with GSS, and there's one more insurance. So you will get the health insurance card through the mail itself, and you don't need a physical one. So yeah, so if you have opted for the dental and the vision as well, so those things also will be covered. I have used the medical services here. It's pretty good. Like the university has good health coverage, and yeah, you like don't require anything additional. So along with the welcome kit, when you receive all your IDs, so you'll like after you come here, I think so you need to mail to like I don't know who is the advisor now. Is it Melissa? Does anyone know? So like whoever is the advisor, they'll be sending you like repeated emails regarding activating your student ID and other health insurance stuff. So you'll be receiving all the information there. You don't need to do anything on your own. Everything will be activated by the university. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And about the transport system, how do people transport from one place to another in Windsor?
So if you are enrolled with the university, then you get the free transport of like you get a free transit Windsor card. With that, you can like tap and you can go to anywhere in Windsor using the bus facility. And if you are enrolled in St. Clair, I am not sure if they give a bus pass, but you can buy one. So you can I guess for students it's $2 for 2 hours. So if you pay if you tap for $2, you can go anywhere in 2 hours. You can tap unlimited number of times. So one ride is $2.10, something around that. But
okay, so it's like people are getting free travel in Windsor. That's interesting, because we have to pay $57 each month.
No, so the bus pass thing which I'm saying is already included in the tuition fees. So that is around 75 or 80, which is already included in the fees which you pay. So if you look in the finance section, so you will see that they already deducted money. And if you want to opt out, then you have to I think there are a few conditions to opt out, and you have to show that you're living very near to the university. There are some stuff, but obviously whatever deal you're getting is a very good deal. So if I would say if you're a student, just go with that deal, and because you can roam all of Windsor, so you can go to all the malls while applying to jobs as well. So you can go wherever using the bus service. So I would say if you're a student, just go with that deal.
Let's scroll down. And now about the doubts. Let's people let your doubts roll in one by one. You can start. About courses, about rentals, whatever doubts you have, you are welcome, and you can just go ahead and ask us. People have mentioned in the chat. Just let me read out few. Give me a second, and you can answer them.
Yeah.
So, what are chances of getting remote jobs for software engineers?
So for now, I would say there are a lot of remote jobs only. So the interviews are also online. So yeah, so mostly the jobs for which you'll be applying will be remote only, and only a few jobs they'll ask you to come like in person, give the interviews. But all the job roles I would say are hybrid. So yeah, were you asking about part time? Because
Anuj is talking about just the chances of remote jobs. You can tell both if possible.
Yeah.
No. My ideal question was around part time only. Even while studying, and then eventually the possibility that you can couple of hours spend on your job, and then make some money.
So you're saying part time remote jobs?
Yes, primarily yes.
So yeah, if you can do a part-time remote job, nobody will have a problem with it. You can go ahead, but if you're associated with the university, so the Mac students are not allowed to work with the university. So you cannot be a TA or a GA within the university. There's some rule that if the other courses students are allowed actually, but Mac, since they already have good paid internships and co-ops, so they don't allow Mac students to work part-time with the university. So I don't know why they kept that rule. But yeah, if you get a remote job, yeah, sure, you can do it. Like nobody's gonna stop it. And
there is no TA involved for Mac students.
I'm sorry, can you repeat that?
There's no TA jobs involved for Mac students.
No. So the Mac students can only like take up jobs outside the university, and sometimes maybe they'll ask for volunteers and they'll pay a few bucks for like conducting hackathons or some other volunteering jobs. But mostly you cannot work with the university. So I think. So that's a phrase which is mentioned in the offer letter as well. So yeah, I find it pretty weird for me as well. But yeah, like you can, if you get remote jobs or you get jobs outside the university, you can. I think so. They also increase the limit from 20 hours per week to 40 hours. I'm not really sure, but yeah, students can work, I guess, 40 hours. You have to check it in CIC website. Do you have an idea, Ujjwal, about this?
Sorry for that. Idea for what?
Like if students can work 40 hours or not?
Yes, so people can work 40 hours only till December 2023, and that too only if they have applied before September 2022. So that's not for you guys. That was some previous batch who can work, but now it's only for 20 hours.
Yeah. So but I feel 20 hours is a pretty good time to work. Yeah, and also like wherever you work, it's not a compulsory that even though you have a job, they'll give you shifts for 20 hours. So where I worked, I got shifts for maybe 12 hours or 16 hours a week. That also goes on demand actually. So on weekends you might get good shifts.
Okay, so Joel is asking now suggestion for SIM card provider. So which SIM do you use, Rohan?
So I'm using Fido right now. So
okay.
I was using.
Now the interesting thing is, let me clear out here. So we are recently got approval for Fido SIM. So and we can provide SIM to people in India itself. And that's the beneficial thing is it will be already having a student offer included in that. So whosoever want to get the Fido SIM, it will be a good plan like $40 for 25 GB. And once offers keep coming on, you can avail them as well. So you can get it delivered for free in India, whoever wants. So we can connect later on after the session.
Yeah. So the only thing why I switched to Fido was the price. I was having Virgin. Yeah. I was having Virgin Plus SIM before. It was pretty good as well. I used to pay $50 plus taxes, which was about $55. But I got this offer in that was a Black Friday sale or something.
Black Friday sale.
Yeah. So I just pay like around 28 plus taxes because I mostly stay at home, so I don't use. We don't have like unlimited GB like we had in India. We got used to Jio. So yeah, after you come here, you have to be really careful about the 8 GB or 10 GB I've got. I guess you talked about a 40 GB offer, is it?
Yes, $40 with 25 GB. So it's a student offer only for Indian people.
Yeah, so I mostly live in my house and we have Wi-Fi here, so I pay around 28. So yeah,
it will get cheaper on Black Friday for sure. That's the thing, because they generally give here for $50 this offer, 50 or 60. But this is only for India people. This is the student offer.
Okay.
So now we can go to the other one. Anuj is asking, does it cover physio or chiropractic services as well for insurance?
I guess you need to pay a little part of it. So one of my friend went to a chiropractor. So the whole thing won't be covered. You have to pay I think so his fees was around 200 or something, and he had to pay somewhere around 30 or 35 on his own, and rest of it was covered. And also all the services won't be covered. So they'll give you a few options to go to. So in Windsor, I guess there are 3 or 4 places which are covered. So if you go to those places, you'll have to pay some part of it on your own.
Okay. So Abhishek is asking, in airport they are providing SIN now. Okay, so Abhishek is confirming, yes, they provide a SIN now at airport. So Jasdeep is asking, how will Bill 96 affect international students in Montreal? So this is regarding Montreal, and it will affect because basically people will have, because companies are hiring people who know bilingual English and French both. So that how it will affect, because right now we're talking about Windsor, so we'll focus on that. So for MENG, how hard is it to get into Coop program?
So I don't really know like how hard is it, but so some of my friends could get into, and they said that's not like really hard. But I don't have my personal experience, but I have a few friends who got into co-ops, and also like they got full-time offers waiting for them after their term. So that was also really good. He got into tech systems, and then he did his co-op in tech systems, and after the co-op ended, he had to return back to the university, but still he had a full-time offer pending for him, like after he actually finished the course. That was really good. So I don't have a personal experience, but if you keep your grades going good, I don't think it's like very hard to get a co-op.
Okay. So the next question is, will Mac Air 1 laptop be fine for Mac course?
Yeah, it should be fine. Some of my friends had problems in a DB course. I don't remember which one was it, but yeah, there was a workaround. You won't have a problem with it. Yeah, Mac is fine.
What about 2023 recession in Canada? So I'm still affected with this one till now.
Yeah, so like they said like the time we graduate is the worst. I think so it's getting better. I have no clue right now, but yeah, so once my co-op ended in December this year, and then from January to March I was looking for jobs. So I got like I would say four interviews, but I was expecting much more because I was applying to like around 20 jobs a day. So yeah, so if you get interviews, make sure you're very well prepared for it, so that once you get the opportunity, you will like actually get the job. So and I would say like we cannot predict like what's going to happen, but references helps a lot. So the job which I got right now also was through a reference, and then like the references will help you a lot to get a call back. So once you get the call back, you have to make sure that you crack the interview, because yeah, for now the opportunities are kind of limited, and I think so it will get better. And yeah, like keep applying and try getting references. So whatever jobs you apply, like go to your LinkedIn and check for connections who already work there, and like you can request them to give you a referral if they can. So that will increase your chances by a lot. Like trust me, here most of the companies shortlist using reference because they get a lot of candidates. And like I was looking for Java developer roles so when I was applying, but I ended up getting a job in full stack where I'm doing C# and Angular. So you cannot be very picky with your technologies. So they hired.
So we are getting a lot of questions. Let's keep answer very short and specific. So how many students usually get co-op, and how many do the project instead of co-op?
So if you talk about September intake, like comparatively September intakes have like more co-op opportunities than the Jan and May intake. And yeah, in my batch, I would say only like very few students were there who didn't get a co-op. So if you have at least some experience in India, like I'm talking about work experience, at least some, like maybe you did an internship or you worked like a full-time employee, then I think so it's easy to get a co-op. But if you don't have any experience in India, then I would say upskill yourself with certificates and stuff. But the only people who didn't get was I guess they didn't have good grades or something. But for September, it's pretty easy to get.
Okay. So what software developer job interview focused on? Are they focused on DSA? Yes, no.
So not very strong DSA, like they ask basic string manipulation questions or the star pattern questions, like not too much into trees, graphs. And that also depends on the companies actually. I guess one of the companies asks me graphs, but all others just go for like string manipulation or like questions like these, like array lists. And I don't think so you'll find a lot. Like you'll have to study too much DSA in depth, but yeah, if you know DS, it's a very good thing.
Do I need to buy stationery stuff from India for MACS?
No, I would say, because here there are stores like Dollarama. Yeah, so you'll get stuff in pretty cheap price. So I would say don't waste your weight in that. Like get other stuff like your clothes and other stuff because clothes can be a little costly here, but stationery and all, I would say you'll get in a very cheap price. Yeah.
How much is the per hour pay for the part-time jobs?
So mostly part-time jobs pay you base pay, which is like I think so $16 per hour. Yeah.
Okay. And I got sent information from IDP event which happened last Saturday. Okay, so he gives me mostly about the airport thing he's talking about most of it. So chances of getting on campus part-time job in University of Windsor.
So you like as I mentioned, like if you're a Mac student, you are not allowed to work in the university. So you can get volunteer jobs which are seasonal and comes up once in a while, like you can work for a week or so. But like if you're looking for actual part-time jobs, you have to search outside the university. But if you're into some other course, then you can get part-time jobs here. Like there are like posts like receptionist and others, like you can apply for those, but only if you're not in Mac.
Sanket is asking how to build references on connections as a student.
I would say keep talking to your seniors to build connections, and also once you know what companies you're looking for, you can also ask your mentors or the teachers who are going to teach you. So they'll also like link you to the students who are already working there from University of Windsor, and I think surely they'll help you get a referral from there. Like you can also try connecting on LinkedIn. So yeah, if you have good skills, anyone is going to refer you. So it's not a problem.
Okay, so Naman is saying in last sem fees reduced if I get co-op in the fourth sem. Naman, can you just clear your question once again? You can just speak out if possible.
Can you read the question again? I didn't know.
He said, is last sem fees reduced if I get co-op in fourth sem?
No. So what is the thing here is, so you have to pay the normal fees of the semester, and also for if you have opted for co-op, then you have to pay I think so $500 extra, because they give you some transform programs which they help you prepare for the interviews, make a cover letter and a resume. So yeah. So there are two types of co-ops. So one is a 4-month co-op, which I got, and most of the companies offer a 4-month co-op, but some companies like BlackBerry and RBC have 8-month co-op as well. So if you get an 8-month co-op, your degree gets like increased for 4 months. In that case, you have to pay $4,000 extra to the university as well. So that's a down part of an 8-month internship. Like your convocation gets delayed by 4 months, but yeah, if you get a co-op, that's good.
Okay, so Abhishek is asking, are we getting continuous parting between time? What is the question? Are we getting continuous parting between time job opportunities, or for some days we may not get any part-time jobs?
I didn't get the question. Can you repeat that?
Abhishek, can you just read? Can you just speak it out? It is something confusing for me as well.
Oh, I think so. He means like the stability of the part-time jobs. So what happens in part-time jobs is once you start working, you'll get weekly schedules, and you need to give your availability as well. Like you're available on Thursdays, Tuesdays, what time. So based on that, you'll get your schedules, like when you have to work like on that week. So it might change depending on the other schedules of other people as well. So yeah, so sometimes you might get good shifts, like you might get all the 20 hours, sometimes you might get a little less. So it depends actually on the companies as well, wherever you're working. So a few of my friends worked in Osmos, so that's a shawarma making place. So there they got like shifts on all, like they used to get all 20 hours. So it depends on the place you're working as well.
Okay, so Dhruman is asking, how diverse is Windsor?
So here I would say you will find a lot of Indians. Well, I mean a lot. Like if you spot someone, like 50% chances are that there'll be an Indian, because this place is mostly built by the student community, I would say, and in Indians, yeah. So it's not very diverse, because my class, the Mac class, was completely filled by Indians. I guess there was just one guy who was from China, but yeah, like the whole Mac, the MN has a few people from outside India, but Mac is completely filled with Indians, because Indians are crazy again for the co-ops, right? So yeah, like mostly you'll find all Indians over here.
All right, I guess we are also running out of time, and Rohan, you might have also go, because thank you so much for giving the time. And I guess if we have 1 or 2 more questions, we can just take them. May I know what does the email for Melissa is meant?
So only if you're in Mac, I guess you're supposed to email her, but I guess you'll have that in your offer letter as well, because offer letter comes from Melissa, if I'm not wrong, but she's your advisor of the course. So yeah, you might find it out.
Sorry, Rohan. So eventually what I was expecting is that I needed to know what is the context of that email. Is it like just a reply to your email, that you send some email to her and then eventually you get it back? Because I got a couple of emails in the past 1 or 2 weeks probably, but those are very generic emails, not meant for exclusively like saying hi, Anuj, and so on. So just want to know that if I have to take an action and then it's a reaction from her.
I'm sorry, what do you want to convey her, because there are
I'm sorry, I know it's a little difficult to actually explain the situation. See, you initially were talking about some email students must have received from Melissa directly. What is that email is meant for exactly?
Yeah.
And is it a reply to my email, or it is just one shot always received?
That's a one shot always received email. So you might get it from international advisors ISC or Melissa. So once you land in Canada, so you will get that, or else once your course starts, like before 5-6 days, you'll get it, and they'll mention all the pointers there which you should follow. Like come to the university at this date, we'll give you, like when there was COVID, they also mentioned like the COVID shots will be given on this date. So if you want to get it, so for all the international students, because most of them are Indians, they know that. So so they'll be giving all the information in that email. You need not worry. They'll activate everything for you. You just need to follow that carefully.
So that email is not a mandate that I should hold it all the time. So that's just a generic email.
Yeah. So they'll the university people are going to send it. You need not worry about it.
Great. Thank you so much. Thanks so much for that.
Now we just have only 1 minute left, so we will just wrap up the session. And for this session, we will try to share the recording, and as well we will be sharing our LinkedIn IDs if you want to connect with Rohan, so you can reach out to him. So, and also I will share the document for that what we have covered today. So thank you so much guys for joining, and have a good day. And if you have any queries again, so just let us know. We can try to conduct more session if Rohan is available. So we will be trying to do that.
I gave my LinkedIn ID in the chat if you guys want to connect to me. But thank you. It was nice to speak to you guys.
Thanks
Thank
you
you so
guys.
much, Rohan, guys.
Thanks for your time.
And thank you everyone. Bye bye. Have a good day.
Bye. Yeah.
Thank you. You too. Cheers. Bye.